In previous lectures, we have studied about patent, copyright, trademark, trade secrets, industrial design, and we have studied all these things in Indian perspectives. Now, in today's lecture, we have studied about the international prospects of patenting. What are various international agencies like WTO, GATE, TRIPS, who have administered the intellectual property rights system of all the countries. These all countries are the signatory countries of TRIPS and GATE, and these countries have to follow the guidelines given by TRIPS and GATE for transboundary movement, for import, export, and for all those things. So I'm starting sharing my slides with you. So the topic of study for today is patenting biotechnology, GATE and TRIPS. So first of all, you can see we have studied about it also, but it is important to discuss it here only. When some possesses an intellect, we can be used to invent something for the benefit of mass. Because you all know that IP is anything which is developed from our intellect, which is developed from our intelligence, and the thing, the product or the process which you produce from your intellect, from your intelligence, is benefited by the mass or is benefited by the human beings. Then the invention becomes his property. So the importance of your research is your property, for which he possesses. For that you get the rights. So you get the right not for the idea, you get the right for the product or the process which is generated from your idea, and it is commercially important or it is beneficial for the mankind. So as you all know, there are various types of intellectual property: patent, trademark, copyright, trade secret. As we have discussed earlier, that IP is also a type of property. Like you buy a car, you buy a motorcycle, you buy a scooter, or you buy a property, movable or immovable. Your IP, your intellect is also your property, and any product or any process you can derive from your intellect is also protectable. Such properties are associated with rights which are given to the person who created the intellectual property. Okay, next. Suppose there is a country and that country required growth and development. So you can see that all the growth and development nowadays, they can be done with the help of either invention or creativity in any field, not in biotechnology, also in engineering, also in architecture, also in designing, clothing industry, leather industry, paper industry, textile industry. You can see any industry, the growth and development or the economic growth can be because of the invention and creativity in a particular country. So you can say that intellectual property is the indicator of economic growth. We can say this because intellectual property, more and more the ideas, more and more the inventions and creativity takes place in a particular country, that will lead to the increase in the economic growth of that particular country. Okay, so there should be a protection for those inventions and creativity, and that can be done by intellectual property. It implies a grant from the sovereign power, securing the invention for a limited period of time for making, using, and selling. This we have already discussed. The central concept behind patent law is the protection of intellectual property, without which anyone can have free access to copy new and innovative process, treatment, formulas, and secret from the original inventor. So patent law provide protection in all frames of social or commercial characteristics. So the three major characteristics for getting patenting is useful, novel, and unobvious. यूजफुल, बेनिफिशियल होना चाहिए, नोवल न्यू होना चाहिए, इन्वेंटिव स्टेप होना चाहिए, और अनऑब्वियस होना चाहिए. ऐसा नहीं है कि उसकी जैसी बहुत सारी चीज ऑलरेडी मार्केट में प्रेजेंट है. It is a contract between an inventor and the government. As you all know that patent, copyright, trademark can be issued by the government. So it is a contract between the inventor and the government, that government will give you the limited monopoly to the inventor. You can see that in case of emergency, if there is emergency occurs in any particular country, then all those types of right can be null and void, excluding selling, manufacturing of those things. By using this special abstract innate gift creation and innovation that are beneficial to mankind can be designed in order to safeguard the misuse of such inventions and protect the right of the inventor. So certain type of protections can give a satisfaction, can give a protection, can give a glory and detention to a particular inventor who will lead to the invention of particular characteristic. So we all know forms of IPR: industrial property, patent, trademark, design. Non-industrial property में copyright आ जाएगा, patent, design, trademark, geographical indicator. Now the important what we are emphasizing on today's lecture is the WIPO and TRIPS. Okay, so if you can see that WIPO is a specialized agency of United Nations. It comes under United Nations, which is dedicated to ensure that the right of creator and owner of intellectual property are protected worldwide. Worldwide doesn't mean there is anything like international patenting. There is nothing like international patenting, but worldwide means in all the countries the right of inventors or the right of creators are protected. It is responsible for the administration of various multilateral treaties dealing with the legal and administrative aspect of intellectual property. So it is responsible for the so what it will administer? It will administer that it will deal in all the various types of treaty. We have studied in this lecture about various treaties, legal administration, and what can be governed under intellectual property. It started in 1833. Okay, it is a very old organization. It started in 1883 with the birth of Paris Convention. During the Paris Convention for the protection of industrial property, primarily the patenting system is only for industrial property, for industrial product. It was the first major international treaty formed to help the inventor of country to obtain protection in other countries for their creation and invention. Previously, one can only get patent for a particular country, but nowadays you can get patent for more than one countries by filing separate application in each country. So the Paris Convention was signed in 1883. The Paris Convention was signed in 1883, and in first time only 11 countries are entered into force in 1834. Okay, what are the important features of Paris Convention? National treatment, parallel importation, right of property, independence of patent, protection against false indication and unfair competition. So basically this particular Paris Convention was the first step in the field of intellectual property, which will provide the protection in national treatment, parallel importation, right of priority, independence of patent, and जो क्या कहते हैं false competition चल रहा था, unfair competition चल रहा था market के अंदर, उसको protect करना. However, the main objective of the convention is to give protection for obtaining, maintaining, and enforcing the industrial property of the member nations. Basically, this particular convention is to promote industrial intellectual property in various countries or in the signatory countries. So what WIPO seeks? WIPO seeks provide services for international application for industrial property rights. Industrial applications mean, suppose you are filing a patent in India and you will get patent, and India is a signee of Paris Convention, so you don't have to submit the primary application, you have directly submit the complete application in other countries. Exchange intellectual property information among member countries, so there is an exchange of intellectual property among member countries. Provide legal and technical assistance to the developing and other countries. It will provide legal assistance as well as technical assistance to the developing and other countries. इसके अलावा one more important thing is to resolve the dispute of intellectual property. If there are dispute, there should be no harmony, but if there are no dispute, there is harmony in intellectual property laws and procedure. So WIPO was established by this convention on 14 July 1967, which entered in force in 1970. WIPO undertakes development cooperation for developing countries through advice, training, and furnishing out documents. So WIPO then started their work. So A similar type of agreement on cooperation. This cooperation takes place between WIPO, World Intellectual Property Organization, and WTO, World Trade Organization, and it comes in force on 1st January 1996. The agreement provides cooperation in the following area: technical knowledge. It is very important because if there is no technical knowledge, then generation of idea decreases. Notification of the access to national laws and regulation. Each member country have to provide their national laws and regulation regarding intellectual property rights. Translation of natural laws, how these particular laws can be used, implementation of procedure for protection of national emblems. The agreement between WIPO and WTO was concluded in December 1995. So all these, there is a long conversation which have taken place between WIPO and WTO, and a draft is concluded and it comes in force in December 1995. WIPO was promoted the interaction among different stakeholders at the national level. Include, what are the various stakeholders? The stakeholders may be agriculture, maybe health, maybe science and technology. So three most important aspect or three most important stakeholder in the economic development of a particular countries are agriculture, health and science and technology. Now, under WIPO there is GATE. GATE was signed in 1947 and come in force on 1st January 1948, which is initially signed by 23 states. It was amended in 1966 and last until 1993, when it was replaced by WTO, World Trade Organization, in 1995. It is one of the important agencies of United Nations which provide better and wider protection for private patent holders of the developed nations than the Paris Convention. So the only difference between GATE and Paris Convention is that it provides protection to the private patentees. GATE was the outcome of failure of negotiation governments to create the International Trade Organization. So instead of International Trade Organization, the WTO is formed and it will take the place of GATE. It is a multilateral agreement regulated trade among about 150 countries. So it is the multilateral agreement and there are 150 assignees in General Agreement for Trade and Tariff. It basically look after the transboundary movement, the import and export between two countries. Now, the purpose of GATE was explained as sustainable reduction of tariff and other trade barriers and the elimination of preferences on a reciprocal and mutually advantageous basis. So basically what GATE can do that there should be a fair transboundary movement, sustainable transboundary movement, so all the benefit cannot be taken by the developed countries and there should be a equitable benefit sharing between developed countries and underdeveloped countries. Under the GATE, 8 rounds of negotiation took place. The last round was review round. It was a very important round and it was ended in December 1993. The other 7 rounds are: first round is Geneva round, started in April 1947. It lasted for 7 months and 23 countries are the participant of this particular round, and it achieved 45,000 reduction in bilateral tariffs. Second round, it in 1949 in Nice, France. There are 13 countries and 5,000 tariff concessions were given in this particular round. Third round, it take place in 1950 in Torquay, England. It took place for 8 months. 38 countries are participant and 8,700 reduction in bilateral tariffs. Fourth round in 1955 in Geneva. Last until May 1956. Participant are 26 countries and 2.5 billion tariff reduction takes place. Fifth round took place in Geneva in 1960-62 with 26 countries and $4.9 billion tariff concessions were given for world trade. Sixth round in Kennedy took place in 1964-1967. 62 participant countries are there. Tariff reduction is 40 billion of total world trade. It also covered the subject anti-dumping. Now you can see that anti-dumping is introduced here. that how you can protect your environment. Seventh round took place in Tokyo 73-79 with the participation of 102 countries. Tariff reduction was more than $300 billion and it covered the subject like tariff, non-tariff measures and framework agreement. How we can increase the import-export system, how we can simplify the tariffs among the countries undergoing for import and export. So there are total 8 rounds for GATE for increasing or for simplifying the multilateral treatment or multilateral trade, import or export among the signatory countries. Now, World Trade Organization. What World Trade Organization is a successor organization of GATE, as we have already studied. In 1965, WTO was established, replaced by GATE. There are 3 rounds under WTO: Seattle round 1999, Doha round 2001, and Cancun round 2003. WTO intends to supervise and liberalize international trade, and it officially commenced on 1st January 1995. It had 157 members till 2012, of which 117 are developing countries. Headquarters is in Geneva, Switzerland, and supported by 700 staff led by WTO Director General. Head office is in Geneva. There are 3 official languages of WTO: English, French, and Spanish. WTO Principal Rulebook for Trade in Goods is GATE. The book name is GATE. It includes 3,000 pages consisting of 30 agreements and separate commitment scheduled made by individual member in specific area such as low custom duty rates and service market opening. So basically you can see that all these particular type of agreements will use to make it easy for import, export and transboundary movement. Now, what are the benefits of WTO? System help in promoting peace, helps in dispute settlement, make rules that make life easier, conduct free trade that cuts the cost of living. If the price of trade reduce, then it will automatically reduce the price of the product, provide more choice for products and quality, income that is due is raised. If the production cost decreases, then income increases. Government are shielded from lobbying. System encourages good government. So now, what are the various activities of WTO? It negotiates to reduce or eradicate hindrance in trade and agree on rules that govern the conduct of internal trade. So it can also take part in internal trade also among the signatory countries. Administering and monitoring the application of WTO trade agreement, rules in goods, trade and services in IPR, reviewing the trade-related policies of WTO members, as well as ensuring transparency in regional and bilateral trade agreement, settling dispute among its members regarding interpretation and application of trade agreements, educating public about WTO, its mission and its activity. So all these things are the activity of WTO. If you can go to the WTO site, there are a lot of free online courses which will provide you insight about WTO, GATE, TRIPS, and all these things. And conducting economic research. By this economic research, he can determine the growth and development of the world. Assisting the accession of 20 non-member countries, building capacity of developing countries, government officials in international trade matters, assisting developing countries in trade policy. It also helps the developing countries for designing the trade policy issues by providing technical assistance and giving various types of training program. Cooperating with other international organizations, providing detailed information on biotechnology, genetically modified foods and their business, dealing with ethical issues. Nowadays, ethical issues are a very big issue, helping in smooth and easy conduction of trade at international level. So all these things you can see that it will decrease the negotiation, administrating all the countries, reviewing the trade, settling the dispute, educating the people, conducting the economic research, building the capacity building, assisting developed countries, cooperation and international organization, provide assistance for genetically modified food organism, biotechnology, dealing in ethical issues, as well as conducting the smooth trade at international level. So what are the various treaties under WTO? First is GATE, General Agreement for Trade and Tariff. Next is General Agreement for Trade and Services. Third one is Agreement on Technical Barriers to Trade. Fourth is Agreement of Government Procurement. Next is Agreement on the Application of Sanitary and phytosanitary measures. Next is Agreement for Trade Related Aspects of Intellectual Property, TRIPS. We have discussed it right now. Agreement for Trade Related Investment Measures and Agreement on Agriculture. So these are the various treaties which comes under the WTO. Next is TRIPS. This is one of the very important agreement which is very beneficial in IPR. It comes on effect as when WTO comes in effect 1st January 1995. You can see that all these things comes after the CBD, Conservation of Biological Diversity, which takes place in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, where the importance of sustainable utilization of genetic resources can be studied. It provides standards for the full range of intellectual property rights and also the enforcement of those standards, both internal and through legal and administrative actions. The main role of TRIPS is to administer the industrial property and intellectual property among the countries. The general timetable for implementing the TRIPS agreement is 1 year for industrialized country, 5 years for developing countries, and countries shifting from centrally planned economics, 10 years for least developed country. So for industrialized country or for developed country, it is 1 year, 5 years for developing countries, and 10 years for underdeveloped countries. So it is mandatory that all the countries have to follow that rule of TRIPS. But there is a timeline that for industrialized or developed country it is 1 year, for developing country it is 5 years, and for underdeveloped country it is 10 years. So general agreement covered 5 broad issues: application of basic principle for trading system and other international intellectual property agreements. So trading system को monitor करना, methods को design करना जिससे कि intellectual property को protect किया जा सके, इस तरीके के राइट्स को एनफोर्स करना सफिशिएंटली और एडिक्वेटली अपनी टेरिटरी में रहकर, डिस्प्यूट्स को सेटलमेंट करना बिटवीन मेंबर्स एंड WTO, स्पेशल ट्रांजिशनल एग्रीमेंट ड्यूरिंग द पीरियड व्हेन द न्यू सिस्टम इज बीन इंट्रोड्यूस्ड. जैसे हमने देखा कि सपोज कोई इंडस्ट्रियलाइज कंट्री अप्लाई करती है तो 1 साल, कोई अंडर डेवलप्ड कंट्री करती है तो 5 साल, अनडेवलप्ड कंट्री करती है तो 10 साल. तो उसको ट्रिप्स के सिस्टम में ढालने में हेल्प करना. नेक्स्ट 5 बेसिक फीचर्स है. स्टैंडर्ड्स. द एग्रीमेंट सेट अप द मिनिमम स्टैंडर्ड फॉर प्रोटेक्शन दैट हैव टू बी प्रोवाइडेड बाय ईच मेंबर कंट्री. जो भी कंट्री इस पर्टिकुलर एग्रीमेंट का मेंबर बनना चाहती है उसको इसके रूल्स एंड रेगुलेशन और मिनिमम स्टैंडर्ड्स को फॉलो करना पड़ेगा. दे आर इन केस ऑफ फार्मास्यूटिकल्स, ठीक है, पेटेंट लॉ में अकॉर्डिंग टू ट्रिप्स चेंज करना पड़ेगा. आपने यू हैव हर्ड दैट देयर शुड बी अ कॉन्फ्लिक्ट इन ट्रिप्स रिगार्डिंग द पेटेंटिंग ऑफ फार्मास्यूटिकल प्रोडक्ट्स, and because of the patenting of drugs the price of life saving drugs become very high. Now Indian government can make them generic and decrease the price of those drugs. Availability of patents for both pharmaceutical product and processes invention that are new, involve any inventive step and are capable of industrial application. So all these things, TRIPS agreement ka first India opposes that TRIPS agreement, but now later on this TRIPS agreement can be signed by India. You all know about JPC, Joint Parliament Committee. Joint Parliament Committee was set for this particular thing, and after a very long discussion that Joint Parliamentary Committee approved that we should be the signatory country in TRIPS with certain amendments. Protection of the product directly obtaining using and patented processes. Ability of the procedures at national level to enable patent owners to protect their right against infringement. Enforcement, it deals with the internal method or procedure for the enforcement of IPR. Actually, what is the major role of TRIPS is that TRIPS, what TRIPS can do, TRIPS is working on channelizing, on making all the IPR rules at same platform worldwide. So if a particular person can apply for a patent in one country, by using the similar documents, he can apply that particular patent in other countries also. Dispute settlement, the agreement makes dispute between WTO members in respect to TRIPS obligation subject to WTO dispute settlement procedure. Now, what are the basic principles of TRIPS? It makes it compulsory for the member countries to provide patents for product and processes in the field of technology subject to the test of novelty, inventiveness, and industrial use. So TRIPS give three basic characteristics for granting a patent. One is novelty, one is inventiveness, and one is the industrial use or industrial application of any product or process which has been come for granting a patent. So it mandates patenting of microorganisms, microbiological and non-biological process. There is a treaty which comes after TRIPS, which is called as Budapest Treaty, and that Budapest Treaty gives a right to protect the microorganism. You cannot get patent for the microorganism. You can get the accession number for a particular microorganism. You can get patent for any particular bioactive molecule which you have derived from the microorganism. The members are allowed to make only limited exclusions from patentability. It also gives option to state for protecting new plant variety. We have already studied about PVVRs, plant variety protection rights, and FBRs, farmers protection right and plant breeder right. They all comes under sui generis system. It ensured that the protection and enforcement of intellectual property right should contribute to the promotion of technological innovation. The basic idea behind IPR is the promotion of technological innovation. Why we should do research? If our research is not recognized, we should spend 10 years for doing a research and it is not recognized by anybody, then our 10 years are wasted. So IPR give the promotion of your research. Okay, mutual advantage of producer and user. It will give advantage to both producer as well as user of the technical knowledge. Okay, and it should undergo the social as well as the economic welfare. So one more important aspect which we have to determine here, that how a particular patented product can be suppose you can get a patent of a particular product in India and you want to get it patented in America. What you can do, you can first of all you have to file your patent in India and you can get a patent in India. During the patent filing, there are primary specification as well as complete specification. Once your patent has been accepted by the, once your product has been accepted by the government, you have to file the complete specification. And after examination of the complete specification, you can get your patent. So you can see that if you are getting the complete specification and the patent is granted to you, in this case, what happens? In this case, you can submit this complete specification in other countries also for granted of the patent. But this should be done under the countries which signed the Paris Convention. So if you can see about the Indian patent system, Indian patent regime is very strong nowadays. There are a lot of patent attorneys which can help you in filing the patent. There are certain government agencies such as NRDC, National Rural Development Corporation. It will provide you free assistance for patenting. It will help you in filing the patent. It will help you in writing the application. If you want to get copyright, they will also help you. If somebody want to get geographical indicator, it will also be helped, because patent attorney nowadays take high fees. Every industry has patent attorney. Every industry has separate patent attorney for filing the patent. Nowadays, this business of patent attorney or this job of patent attorney is also very good, because the patent attorney is a person who can help you in getting the patent, who can file your patent, who can check your patent, who can or you can say who can look after your file until the entire process you will get the patent. And it will also help you in getting the international patent. It will help you in getting the trademark, it will help you in getting the trade secret, it will help you in getting the industrial design. In all aspect of patenting, in all aspect of intellectual property right, it will provide you assistance at all the levels. So any questions? If you want to have any questions, then you can ask.